Hey everyone, Budget Nerd here. Ever since it became moderately popular, I became a fan of ambient lighting. Tossing colors onto your wall surrounding your TV, adding to the viewing experience by expanding your image's reach. Alas, my TV is old, but maybe we can fix that. Thanks for tuning in. First, warning, this video is pretty colorful. As you may have guessed, there's no need to purchase a brand new TV to get ambient lighting. You can retrofit your boring TV and add ambient lights. But is it just that simple? There are several options out there, but we'll check out Senglid's offering. Yes, they sent it over. No, I wasn't paid nor sponsored, and if you follow my channel, you already know that I'm maybe a little bit too honest. This particular item comes in at $85. It uses a camera you mount above your TV to sync the video. It works with Alexa and Google, and they sell them in a few lengths. However, you'll want to get the right length for your TV. You can control them with the Senglid app, and it's worth mentioning this setup only supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. In the box, you will find paper, the LED strip, power cable, a little package with this stuff, and the sync camera. The LED strip has 3 LEDs per section, warm, cool, and RGB, and is a 4-pin strip. Plug it in, put on the stickies, and mount it on the top or bottom of your TV in the center. Before you stick the LED strip to your TV, you'll want to use the provided alcohol wipes to clean your TV where you plan to stick it. To apply the LED strip, you'll want to start in the bottom left or bottom right corner, and then wrap it around your TV. You can see I'm sticking it to the TV with the LEDs pointing outward, but we later changed it to the back of the TV, with the LEDs facing the wall, which made it better. Once installed, you can install the Senglid app and add the lights. They didn't want to add, and I couldn't get them to do anything. I had to use this tool to press the reset button on the camera. Once it was reset, it added just fine. I'm not sure why I needed to do that, though. After it does add, you will need to calibrate the camera. You'll specify whether you wrapped it clockwise or counterclockwise, adjust the area for your screen, and a few other boring settings. I wrapped mine clockwise, but I needed to select counterclockwise for some reason, or I could tell the colors were backwards. In the app, you can, do anything you can do with any of their smart lights. It's interesting, this really is just a smart light strip with the added ability to use video sync. Yes, this means you can change the color, brightness, and all the other smart light things you love so much. But let's get this thing in video sync and see how it does. Here it is in all its glory. Wait a minute, that doesn't seem right at all. Where's the green? So you can get this thing to usually look pretty good, but you'll need to be willing to adjust and fine-tune it. With my TV, the camera was aimed up pretty high, not giving it a great view of the screen. It still worked pretty well, but lowering it a bit helped.
Easy there with the blue.
There are times when it looks very convincing, and times when it is just a swing and a miss. I found when the screen had large areas covered in very bright colors, it did great, like this ambient light test. You can see I lowered the camera even more, and it did improve the accuracy even more. With these sorts of demo videos, it does great. When it's not so clear, it can struggle. It hates dark scenes, and will show colors where you wouldn't expect to see them. You'd think this green would be a given, but it's not seeing it. Now, granted, my TV is older and does have a bit of light bleeding through the dark LCD pixels, and maybe the viewing angle on my TV isn't the best, so my assumption is your mileage may vary. Even if it's not a dark scene, it can toss some strange colors around like this. Seeing or guessing on the colors in the rock above whatever this dude's name is. I see no pinks or reds, but you can see his blue and red uniform on the bottom of the screen, even though it's not perfectly lined up. Which brings me to my next point, lining things up. I mentioned you need to get the right length for your TV. If it's too long, the colors will be in the wrong places, and the same will happen if it's too short. You can cut the LED strip, but I'm not sure if it will make a difference. The controller that controls the strip might be pre-programmed for certain lengths. Let us know in the comments if anyone out there knows this. There can also be some certain times where the sensor is not picking up a static image, or it just can't make up its mind, even when the image is static or paused. This results in some flickering, and it usually happens on the bottom where the camera is farther away and has a tougher time picking up detail. Sometimes it's minor, and sometimes it's pretty distracting. It gets pretty bright, and the colors look good. They say it can do up to 16 million colors, but in practice it looks like there are some limitations preventing it from seeing or showing them all. I hadn't reversed the image here yet, but browns show up as red. This yellow should be a home run, but it's just not doing it. This should be a slam dunk white, and I guess it's at the mercy of what the camera is picking up, because obviously the LED strip can do white. This Minecraft playthrough really shows it in its true form. It's like a family reunion. Some good times, some okay times, and some not so good. It really is a mix. The blue fire works well, while maybe not perfectly aligned. This should be a slam dunk of creamy yellow with some green on the left, with the LEDs dark for the top, but instead I get this. With the sensor picking up what it's gonna pick up, this is just what you're gonna get. Quick tip before we wrap up the video, the instructions mention making a loop in the LED strip to go around corners so you don't damage the strip, but you could get these 90-degree angle connectors, which make them pretty easy to run. I did find that it limits you in the length you can run along the edges of your TV, so it might force you to make a corner where it won't work, so maybe they won't work for you. But if you do want some, I have a link below. Well, that's what I wanted to show. I really wanted to love these things, and they are pretty cool. There are plenty of times where they work great, but they are far from perfect, which is mostly just a limitation of the camera, TV screen, its quality, TV size, etc., etc. If you feel they're worth it, you can snatch up one using the link below. If you want a near-perfect ambient light setup, you might need to get a TV that natively supports it. Peace out.